Welcome to this week's episode of Young or Dumb. We have a new guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Sakina. I'm currently, not currently. I graduated.
Not currently. You graduated. We love that.
I graduated from my master's from NIU. I was an international student over there for the past 6 years.
Perfect.
I completed my bachelor's and I completed my master's as of Friday.
Welcome to Young or Dumb. My name's Marianna, and I'm interested in learning a variety of topics. But the thing is, I'm not much of a reader. Join me as I interview a mix of people in different careers or topics to see if I'm just new to adulting and haven't learned this stuff yet, or if I should have known this information already. We love that. We love that. What did you get your bachelor's degree in?
My bachelor's degree was in biological sciences, and my master's in human anatomy.
What did you want to do with that?
I feel like I get this question like every single day.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I want to be a teacher, but that was what my initial plan was. But as of recently, I want to go into paleontology.
Dinosaurs.
Exactly that.
Like Ross from Friends.
Ross from Friends.
He inspired you?
Nope.
What inspired you to want to be a paleontologist?
Wanting to take classes 2 days a week.
Okay, fair enough.
And paleontology was the only one available.
Okay.
But when I took the class, obviously, I fell in love with it. It was amazing.
Have you liked dinosaurs this whole time? I knew you. You never really talked about dinosaurs like that.
I guess I wasn't introduced to them in the way that I was. But in that class, we didn't only learn about dinosaurs, though. Mm-hmm. We learned about all kinds of creatures. Like paleontology, I would say, is a history of biology itself.
Not just dinosaurs.
Not just dinosaurs.
Friends does not make it seem like that.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's because it's Hollywood.
That could be true, too. But fair enough. Okay, so you want to be a paleontologist. So are you now, qualified to do that, or do you need more schooling? What does that look like?
Schooling, not so much. Probably, a few classes here and there. But the main experience comes from the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you guys who don't know, Sakina just got married. We love that for her. And her husband lives in Germany. So Sakina's going to be moving to Germany by the end of the year. So we're very excited for her. So does the education carry over into Germany? Or do you need more schooling to be qualified as a paleontologist in Germany? Do you know?
Actually, I don't know a whole lot about the education part of paleontology yet. The paleontology was a fairly recent decision. Okay. But education does transfer, which is nice. I did, they've got this website that tells you, what degrees from which university is recognized in Germany, and they do recognize degrees from NIU, so that's sweet.
That works out really nice.
So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for my master's to be done. I'm pretty excited to step into work life and, of course, married life.
I can't speak for married life because single as a Pringle over here. But work life, it's nice having the adult money, but it's not nice having the adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
But that's good.
I guess I've had a taste of that as well. Just learning to manage money in general. Yeah.
So let's go back to the start. You're from Pakistan.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm an international student from Pakistan. And for the first 19 years of my life, I lived there, did my schooling there, and then came here.
What made you want to come here? Let's talk about what made you want to come to the United States.
United States. Okay.
Yes.
I have uncles here, and it was just a thing, ever since I was little, that oh yeah, like, yeah, get good grades, you're gonna go to America, get good grades, go to America, get good grades.
So that was always the goal.
I guess you can say that.
Okay. So that was always the goal to come to the United States. Why specifically NIU? Or I guess why specifically Illinois?
Illinois, because all my uncles live here.
Okay.
So I knew that I guess when I was applying, I don't know, but I guess my family did want me to go to a school around my uncles.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, like, I did look at UIC, I did look at U of I did look at schools in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And then my uncle told me about NIU, and it was just an hour away from my uncles and things like that. So I was like, oh, give it a shot.
Yeah.
I only applied to 3 schools in the U.S. I applied to University of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I applied to...
Not in Illinois,
Not in
by
Illinois.
the way.
I was looking at schools in Illinois, but didn't apply to
Okay,
all of them.
I was going to say.
Because, well, UIC required me to pass the TOEFL exam.
Which
I should not have to. TOEFL is the test of eligibility... No, test of English for foreign language speakers, I think.
Okay.
So basically, it's the eligibility test they take to see how well do you know English.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long have you been learning? How long have you known English?
Ever since I was a kid.
So it's like you speak both languages?
I do speak, well, I've grown up with both. I've grown up with Urdu and English.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I feel like I shouldn't have had to give the TOEFL, because the medium of instruction for me ever since I was in kindergarten has been English.
I think that's so crazy that English is taught in schools like around the world, but
everywhere.
It's not really like, I feel like language becomes like a requirement in high school in the United States.
Well, I get that. Why? Because we were also doing the British system. Like, our education system was British. So I don't know if you know this, but Britain's second largest export, as of 10 years ago at least, was education. So that means they would export education to basically all the world, wherever people could afford it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I gave something that we called O level and A level. That was my high school. And in order to do that, we would have to be in the British system, and that exam, O level, A level, is offered all across the world. And if you had the money, if you could afford it, you would definitely go for that. Like, public school is not even in the question in Pakistan for people who can afford private education.
Was it expensive?
No. It was just not good at all. Like,
no, like, was the what is it? Oh, the British schooling?
The British schooling,
yeah. Was that expensive?
Yeah.
And you have a sister. Is she in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's starting out just now. This is her first year studying the things, studying the subjects according to the system. Yeah. If that makes sense.
So, like, is the goal being in this system to then go to school, like, out of the country, or you can still...
It's actually funny now that the bigger universities in my country also need O level, A level. Now it's a need. Almost a need.
So do
even if you do the other boards, they will, like, still accept you. But obviously someone who has done OA level has a higher chance.
What is, like, OA?
O stands for ordinary level. A stands for advanced level.
You're an advanced. You're an advanced.
I did both.
Yeah, you're really smart.
Thank you.
Why do you look surprised?
Because this last semester was not
well,
like that.
You were smart in undergrad when you were getting your bachelor's degree, because that's when we hung out, and I would always come to you for questions. So you were smart.
Even though we were not in the same major.
Nope, not at all. Nope.
No, like, I'm telling you, how I was in bachelor's and how I was in my master's was like, poof.
Was that different than how it was like back at home for school? Was there a difference?
A-levels, I think, I would say, is still the hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah, it was horrible. Worst 2 years of my life. Masters comes right underneath it.
Yikes.
But masters, like, studying-wise, wasn't that hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I guess, the time and the things around it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of life-changing stuff happened then.
You got married.
Yeah, I got
That's
engaged, I got married, yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
So, like, at NIU...
It is pretty fun, actually.
Well, actually, I want to stick with back at home first. So, how did you, like, apply to, like, come to school? Like, was it just, like, normal?
After I completed my A-levels, I gave the SAT, and that's another story.
They offered it, like, for you to take it in Pakistan?
Yeah. SAT is offered around the world as well. A lot of different countries offer it. Because guess what? Here's the other thing. Like, some universities in Pakistan also want you to take the SAT to get into university in Pakistan.
I thought it was, like
an American thing?
Yeah.
It is, but since universities see that people are giving the SAT, so they just like, yeah, we will take it as well, sort of thing.
Okay. What was your score? Wait, did you take the ACT?
No, SAT.
No, I took ACT.
I feel like
so we can't
I wish I would have
scores.
I wish I would have taken the ACT because they had a science portion. You know me, science teacher.
Yeah.
I didn't get to. Well, I did get to show off my science skills. How? Because I gave the subject test for SAT.
Okay.
I feel like I did pretty decent in those.
But overall, you don't think you did good?
According to people here, I did good.
Yeah, I mean,
but
dumb.
the thing is, but the thing is that, I mean, in my school, where I used to go to school at, in A-levels, I had the lowest score there. People there, like, everybody got like 1,300 above. Every single person I had, 1450, no big deal. 1350, no big deal. 1400, no big deal. 1500, no big deal.
What'd you get?
1270.
That's barely under the
Well, mine was the lowest amongst everybody there.
See, I took the ACT, so I don't know if that's a good
I know
score
a little
or not.
bit. I think I know a little bit of the conversion, but yeah, go ahead.
I got a 23.
Out of?
32.
That's good.
Is it?
No,
I think my high school's average was around 18.
See, there you go. I'm telling you, my high school's average was 1,400. So, oh god. Also,
Yeah,
my high school.
It's not the best.
I mean, I love my high school. It's great. But it really broke me.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It broke my self-esteem. I just told you I applied to 3 colleges in the United States. All the ones where I knew I would get in. Because I didn't want to risk it.
You probably could have got into other ones too.
I would have.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh no, I'm not going to get in here. Oh no, I'm not going to get in there. Like, if I hadn't lost that, I might have been in Florida right now. Who knows?
Well, then we wouldn't know each other. So
that's true.
It's
that
good that you didn't.
Yeah.
You would have met all your favorite people.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is true. That would be very sad.
Okay, so you took the SAT, and then you got the 1270, which is good. It's
Thank
good.
you.
So then, when you were applying for schools, did you have to wait before you got accepted into a school to apply for like a student visa?
So the way that works is that the first step is for me to apply to schools. Then they would send me an acceptance letter, and then NIU's was the first one that came. That's why I came here. NIU's letter came, and then a few days after, they mailed me the documents from DHS, Department of Homeland, and they like...
I know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for clarifying for everyone else, but I knew what that was.
I just wanted to make sure. So when you get accepted into a college, the college tells the government that we want this student to come in and
Mhm.
study in the United States for X amount of time.
Mhm.
And then the department sends like an official document called an I-20. And then it like has all the information like your name, date of birth, school,
Mhm.
time period.
So was it 4 years?
On my I-20, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my I-20 I think expired in May 2021.
Mhm.
So then I take that document, I apply for an American visa, I fill out their form.
Mhm.
I went to give my interview at the embassy
Mhm.
in Karachi, which is where I'm from.
What was the interview?
What was the interview?
Yeah. What'd they ask?
What they ask, why are you going? Where are you going? What are you going to study? It's all written there.
Could you have
Why are you
failed?
asking me? Huh?
Could you have
Yeah,
failed?
yeah. A lot of... Another story. I've been rejected. I've been rejected a visitor visa thrice, actually. I
Why have you been rejected?
Well, the first time I applied, my parents applied for me. I was like a baby.
Mhm. They said we don't want you.
Huh?
They said we don't want you.
They say that you're gonna go there, you're gonna live there, you will never come back. So when I applied for my student visa, I had to show them enough proof. I had to establish enough ties to Pakistan
Okay.
to show them that I will not stay there.
Okay.
They would never know if that was my end goal.
That's true.
That's true. But I'll tell you what, for anybody trying to apply out there, coming here on a student visa is your surefire way of getting into the US. And then working your way slowly, you know, you do your F1, you study on F1, then you do your OPT, and then you do your extended OPT, and then you work, and then you have your bus, apply for an H1, and then you apply for your green card, and then you apply for your passport. It takes probably your whole life, but I guess it's worth it? Question mark, question mark?
It's worth it, sure. Okay. Okay, so you had your interview, and then you came here.
Uh-huh.
So when you came here, did you get a social security number?
Not immediately. So I actually had to apply for a social security. I applied when I got my job as a CA. So they wanted to pay me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And initially I was getting checks in the mail. And in order for them to pay me directly into my account, they needed me to set up a direct deposit. And in order to set up a direct deposit, I needed to apply for Social Security. So then I went to the Social Security office and applied for Social Security.
Would that be the only reason you needed it?
I mean, for now, that's the only reason I've needed it.
Interesting.
But other than that, bank accounts, credit cards, they all require it. So I'm glad I have it. Because, oh yeah, even for like rent stuff, like bills, when I started living in an apartment last year, I was the only one who could have the accounts on my name because I was the only one who had the Social Security. My roommates didn't.
So what kind of like identification did you have?
The
I guess you
Security?
wouldn't have carried your Social Security card around anyways. But did you just have your school ID? Did you have a state ID?
For what?
To just live here? Because you didn't have your driver's license.
Oh, at
when you
that
first came
time,
here.
right.
Or you just use your Pakistan ID?
Yeah, I would, mostly in the beginning I would use my passport. Other than that, I would use my I-20. So those things I would try not to carry around with me everywhere, but if I knew that I needed it, I would always stay.
Yeah.
And then after that, I tried to get a state ID, and then eventually a driver's license about 3 years ago, I think. Yeah.
I remember. I remember letting you use my car.
I annoyed all my friends. I annoyed all my friends to teach me how to drive.
I remember that scary experience, but it's cool.
Scary?
Your face just went from smiling to serious.
Scary? What did I do that was so scary.
I just feel like it's scary when I'm with anyone who doesn't know how to drive or is like learning how to drive. Not specifically you.
I feel that though. Now that I'm driving, I definitely feel that.
I remember you didn't like taking left turns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty okay with them now.
Good. 'Cause it's been 3 years, so you should be. So you came over here. You lived in housing, so you didn't have to worry about like anything like that. You said you got your social security card when you got a job. What kind of, were you able to get a job outside of campus, or you had to stay working on like the school?
So for international students, we are not allowed to work outside of campus, which I will to this day be very salty about.
Why?
The government just doesn't let you. Like on the I-20, it just tells you you're not allowed to work on any off-campus place. Unless you have a work authorization, which would be the OPT or the CPT. And the OPT and CPT are only allowed for work that are related to your major.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, and there are many other conditions on that too. Like if you do CPT full-time, I guess, your OPT is done, you're not able to do OPT after you graduate. So things like that. But OPT is something that you do after you graduate. CPT is something that you do during.
Yeah.
I guess if your next question is why I didn't do any of those things, is because...
What if I wasn't going to ask that?
I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Like, I guess I didn't do that because, well, school was already a lot.
Yeah.
And any job, which I couldn't find anything in DeKalb. I didn't have a car then.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot of logistical problems.
Yeah.
Me working with school. And just there being nothing in DeKalb, so.
True. True.
I feel like if I were at a school like UIC that was very, like, biology, med school, dental school oriented, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What would you say was the biggest difference of going to school in Pakistan and coming here?
At least in bachelor's, I guess I would say things were very laid back. For me.
Okay.
I mean, when I first came...
I feel like you were studying all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that's because I'm just used to that. Studying all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm also a science student. That's basically our life.
Yeah, that's true.
So...
Yeah. I remember that fly class you had to take. Yeah.
It was fun. Now that I look back at it, it was a fun experience.
You would have to go there like every 4 hours or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Me
that's
and Annie
crazy.
would be like every 6 hours. No, not 4. 4 is too much.
I'm sorry, every 6 hours.
4 is too much. 6, yeah. 6 would be the most.
Mm-hmm.
The longest that we could go is 12. So sometimes when Annie and I were too tired, we would be like, put them in the 12 and we'd go chill. Because obviously.
Yeah.
But on my birthday, I went in every 6 hours. It was horrible. I went at 6 in the morning, 12 in the noon, 6 p.m., and 12 a.m. in the night.
Why did you go out like that on your birthday?
Because I think it was like a very important something that we had to do, and it just felt better to do that. Also wanted to get done with it as quickly as possible.
I guess.
So.
You're good now, though.
Yeah, I still don't have a job, though, so how are you calling that good?
Because you're married and you can just go live with your man and have him pay for everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. But I do want to work, though.
You're not even in that country yet. It would be pointless for you to find a job in the United States to leave in December.
I'm not finding a job in the United States.
Yeah, but like you're not in Germany yet either, so.
I mean, I'm trying to look for a job in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're fine. You're not there yet.
Yeah.
Go get married in November,
Mm-hmm.
then move to Germany by the end of the year, enjoy a little honeymoon phase, and then find a job. You're fine.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm supposed to do. Why? Because here's the thing. So when I do get to Germany, I get like this 90-day visa at first to enter Germany. And when I have that visa, I'm not allowed to do work. I'm not allowed to work on that visa. So like about for 2-3 months.
You have to apply for citizenship then?
Oh no, I will apply for. I should know this.
You should.
I will apply for another kind of visa, I guess. That will allow me to work.
You're not getting. Is he a citizen over there?
He has a blue card. He recently got his blue card. I think that's. I always mistake this. It is not residency, but it's close to residency.
So like you can't marry him and then get it by association.
I can.
Oh.
So if he gets his residency, I automatically get it.
Oh, is he gonna get his residency? Is he gonna stay there for a long time?
I think his resident. I think he's gonna become a resident if we stay there for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stay for more, probably 2 more,
Yeah.
you might get a passport. Yeah, so in Germany it's pretty. I think in Germany it's about 8 years that you get citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to pass the citizenship test, we need to know German, like B2 level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could start learning that now.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Well, I know I have to at some point.
I'll learn it with you.
Huh?
I'll learn it with you.
Sweet.
I want to learn another language.
Yeah.
I think it's
Another
interesting.
learning German is easy. German is easy.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've learned French.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Very hard. Verbs. Ugh. Very bad.
Okay.
And, yeah. So, I guess what I've heard is that German is easier compared to French.
Are they similar? Like, am I going to struggle with German because I don't know French?
No, I think you will be fine learning German because you know English. Because a lot of the words, a lot of the things that we say in multiple words, they just it out. Like,
Okay.
Like, you know how we say bus station? They'll just call it something something like that.
Exactly like that? Oh, something like that.
I feel so bad for saying that or doing that. I know what I mean. They'll just mush up all the words and make one long word.
Okay.
People say train station, they'll say something
Yeah.
ending with a ish.
I think you're borderline being offensive.
Sorry. Cut that out. I'm not being, no, but I'm trying to illustrate the fact that it's easier.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend anybody who's German. I don't even know the language. Please do let me in your country.
Let her in, guys. She's cool. I can vouch for her. She's made a great change in America, so she will make a great change.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So you got a job. We're getting so off topic. You got a job on school. On the campus. Okay, so then you graduated with your bachelor's and your I-9 ended. So did you have to reapply for it when you got your...
I-9 is something else.
What's I-9?
I-9... I don't know what I-9 is, but I-90...
Did you say that?
Huh?
Did you say I-9?
No, you said I-9.
I thought you said I-9 earlier. Okay.
I said I-20.
I-20.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna play it
Too
back.
many I's.
I'm gonna play it back because I'm pretty sure you said I-9, but it's okay. I always mishear people. So
There's
I-20.
no way. I-20.
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 Yes.
So I-9 is something actually for people who are applying for residency here, like for a green card, for immigrant visas. Which is something I know because I also have my thing in that system like my family does. We've been waiting for the past, 15, 17 years now.
For citizenship?
For getting interviewed and coming here as immigrants.
That's crazy.
Yeah, COVID came, then everything just stopped, and then things are opening back up, but we still haven't. Anyways, your question was I-20, right?
I-20.
So my I-20, I just automatically got a new I-20 when I got accepted into the master's program. Then they gave me another I-20 that was valid for 2 years.
Okay.
And then I just came in normally last year. But when I went back, my original visa that I'd gotten in 2017 to come for my bachelor's, that expired because they give you a visa that is 5 years multiple. Oh yeah, we never talked about the whole visa thing. Yeah, so
let's talk about it.
So I did the interview. They were like, they gave me a slip that said, yeah, like you're accepted, and they took my passport, and then they put the visa sticker on it, and then they sent it back to me about 2 weeks later. And then I used that, obviously booked my tickets.
How many suitcases did you bring?
Only allowed to bring 2. Yeah, any international flight. 2 suitcases.
So did you like mail
kgs.
stuff to the U.S.?
My mom would keep sending me stuff through other people who would be traveling back and forth. But I didn't need a lot of stuff. I mean, I just got my
clothes. For 4
clothes.
years. What do you mean?
I bought so much of my stuff from here.
I guess. 2 suitcases? I don't understand that.
2 suitcases. That's it.
I have
That's
so
all
much
your
stuff.
Well, that's because you live here.
No, but like if I were to go somewhere for like a year or 2, I'm needing more than 2 suitcases. How many pairs of shoes did you bring? Like 1? Because that's all that's gonna fit. 1 pair of shoes. For 4 years.
No, well, I bought so many, like this shoe I bought.
Yeah, but you're not buying stuff like right when you land. Like those pairs.
Well, I did. I had to buy a blanket. I had to buy pillows.
Okay, well, you came for school.
Right.
So that makes sense. I get.
If you think about it, I bought most of my, like, I had to buy a coat. I bought a bunch of clothes.
It's crazy. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Okay. Did you answer my question about what was the biggest difference? Because that's.
I feel like I just answered in like one word that here it was laid back. I guess more laid back things here that I found was you could call your professor by name. What? We'd be thrown out of the class if we called Linda Linda. Yeah, we would be thrown out of the class like.
I don't know if
who dare? Like, how dare you say my first name, you know?
I didn't have that. No communication professor let us call them by their first names.
Oh, really?
None.
Yeah. Well, even I think some professors in my biology program, they wanted us to refer to them as doctor, whoever. Because they want to show that they did a PhD.
Yeah, exactly. Did a lot of work for that.
It's a lot of work. 5 years of just research. It's hard.
Doesn't sound appealing to me, but if it's your cup of tea, go for it.
Not right. I don't know. I am obsessed with the idea of having a doctor title in front of my name. We'll see.
Did you change your last name?
Well, I guess on school records it's the same. I have to do that. That's the first. Well, I'm not changing my name just yet on government records yet because that takes a lot of time. And right now I'm just like trying to get my documentation as soon as possible so I can be out of the country.
You're gone.
I'm gone. I can't wait.
How often did you go home?
Almost every year.
Yeah?
Yeah, except in COVID, of course. When everything was shut down.
You stay with your uncle?
Yeah. Stayed with my uncle that summer. I think it was 2020. Yeah. Summer of 2020, I stayed at my uncle's. Rotated. Because my grandparents were also here. I was studying for my DAT exam, the dental admission test.
What a waste. How long would you go home for? Just the summer?
Initially, yeah. But the past few times I've been going for longer, like 6 months-ish. 5 months.
While still in school? While still in school?
So I did my first semester of master's from Pakistan. Online.
Was it an online program?
Some of my classes were hybrid, so I could do that. Yeah. And
They let you just skip it?
not skip it. I was still taking my classes online, and
Mm-hmm.
and my teacher did have it in online format.
Oh.
And other classes I was taking was not really.
It's
classes.
not hybrid, it's asynchronous.
Actually, it wasn't asynchronous. It was synchronous 100% online. So I would have to
asynchronous is when
asynchronous when
you
you
can do it
look
whenever
at-
you want. But synchronous is when it's like
It's a
scheduled
set
time but
class
online.
time. So yeah, I had night classes. I mean, not night class. I had classes at night
Mm-hmm.
in Pakistan because of the time difference.
Yeah. Which
So
is what?
So 11. So I had my class at 11 over here, which would mean 9 back home. But no, wait.
Like 13?
Huh?
How many hours is that?
10 hours.
Are you sure? I'm thinking it's 13. I feel like you told me it's 13. What's 13 hours ahead of us?
Australia.
I don't know anyone from there. That wouldn't make sense.
No, not Australia.
China?
I know
Maybe that's
Australia
right.
is 16 hours.
I feel like it's China.
Could be because yeah, it could be some part of China.
Yeah. Hong Kong? That sounds about right.
Do you really think I have this stuff memorized?
I'm going to say I'm right. I'm pretty sure Hong Kong is 13 hours ahead of Central Standard Time. Mark my word.
Google, change your information.
Change it to make me correct, please. But okay, so you went home almost every summer. You liked it? Because you missed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I missed my mom.
That was convincing.
I missed my mom.
Yeah.
A lot. And I missed my sister a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the most fun I've had in Pakistan was with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
God, it was. Because we'd be out the whole day, you know? Like, going to different places, going to different restaurants. It was fun.
Yeah. When was that? Because, okay.
Oh, well, I guess we met about 2 years ago.
That is so crazy that it's been 2 years.
We met, oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got engaged in...
I want to talk about that because I think that's so interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I guess if I'm talking specific dates,
Mm-hmm.
as far as I remember,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I met him was October 2nd.
Okay.
And we got engaged on October 23rd. That's how it works.
That is so crazy.
That's how it works. That's how arranged things work.
Mm-hmm.
I met him on October 2nd. We went out on 2 dates, and and yeah, I was expected to just make a decision.
These American boys have too many red flags. To just, like, after 2 weeks, just I'm gonna marry you.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
The thing is that when I met him, like, I mean, he was fine. He wanted to give me more time.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually like my I guess I don't want to say.
You don't have to say it.
Careful. I mean,
You don't
I
have to
guess
say it.
it was like a little bit from our side that
Mm-hmm.
you know what's next to find that out.
Mm-hmm.
But like my partner was like so nice about it. He was like, you know, like I was just giving you time because I do like you,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just trying to give you time and know if you wanted to like proceed. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided that we will go with it.
Yeah.
And we were deciding the day of our engagement.
Mm.
And then later, when the parents had talked and decided whatever, then he called me after, and he was like asking me like, I just want to make sure that is this what you want? Like, are you happy with this? I'm like, oh.
Oh.
So that was super duper sweet.
Can I ask you a really dumb question?
Go ahead.
So, do you know Bridgerton?
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna sound so stupid, but
I
I don't
haven't
care.
watched it though. But I do want to
But,
watch
like,
the Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, all of them, amazing.
Really? I do want
Yeah.
to watch it.
But it's
because
not-
I feel like that I would connect to it a lot. Because
It's-
arranged.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not like, it's not specific to Bridgerton, but it's like that time period. They have like a thing called dowries.
Oh.
Do you know what that is? Like
Yeah,
when they save up
yeah.
money and then they give it. Do you have
the
that?
Girl, so dowry is something that the woman's family does.
Yeah.
For the woman. In my religious community, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But amongst other Muslims, it's a big thing that should not be a big thing. Like,
Why?
it's toxic. In the sense that the guy's family expects a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, you didn't give us a car, you didn't give us this, you didn't give us that. Like, because sometimes if the girl's family is rich, then they will give big gifts. Like, they will gift properties, and they will gift cars,
yeah.
and they will gift TVs and big stuff. So the guy's family come in with all these expectations, which is what makes it toxic.
Yeah.
But in my religious community, like, we don't have that. Like, if somebody does do that, that's your sign. Red flag.
So are you, like, is your family responsible for paying for the wedding, or is it mixed?
It's mixed. Yeah, so the way we have it is that they do 2 events, we do 2 events. One religious event, one a big one.
Do you have them planned?
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing one religious event. I already have my dress for that.
I'll see a picture later.
I'll have to find it.
I'll see a picture later, for sure.
Find it. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say what it is.
No, you just show me. We don't.
I will show you.
We don't care about that. Show me later.
I will show you later. And then we do a big one that I still have to find my dress for, which is giving me a headache. But for that, I'm sort of expected to wear something red or orange or pink, but I want to go like full deep red. That's what I have in mind.
Yeah.
And usually people do like that color with golden, but I don't want to do that. I want to completely break away, because that's what everybody does. And
you want to stand out. We need to be different.
We need to be different. You know me, like, when I tell you my graduation story, like on Friday, the stuff that happened, like my ensemble.
We stood out over here, guys.
And nobody from the NIU Instagram page took my picture.
I was featured on there.
Really?
Yeah, with
Lucky.
Zach and Annie. It was like this.
Sweet. They did not. I had the most different everything.
Well, was it because you weren't wearing the correct mask?
Probably. Probably. But I made it on my own.
Guys, she graduated with her master's, but didn't know she had to wear like the triangle thing. So she just didn't wear it at the
No,
ceremony.
I did.
You said you didn't buy it.
I made it.
Oh, you made.
Yeah, I went to Joanne and I bought yellow silk satin cloth and wrapped it with red net, put flowers on it, and wore it.
And no one took your picture.
No one took my picture.
We'll call up NIU and.
Yeah, they need to put a pic. Well, I know that there was this one person who was taking the photographs before we walked, and they did take a photograph of me and my hat, my thing.
But that's
they
different.
didn't feature.
Yeah.
At the NIU
I'm gonna call him
Instagram.
for you. I'm gonna call him.
Because I look very different. I stood out amongst everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure you were beautiful.
I was. The
Yeah.
lady who gave me the thing told me I looked beautiful.
I'm gonna call him for sure.
Thank you.
I got you. So we talked about the difference in schools. What is the difference of living in Pakistan and living in the United States?
So much more freedom, obviously. Like, I can, like, take my car and go anywhere I want here. I'm not going to get to do that next week.
Why not?
Well, A, because I cannot drive a stick shift.
Okay, that's pretty big, yeah.
And B, well, my family only owns stick shift. Although Hassan's family, they don't. Like, they have normal cars.
Yeah. So
and I
you
have
still
driven
this.
his car. I have driven his car, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? And just like the freedom, you know, like over there, like I would have to make sure everything's okay with me leaving the house. Ask like 10 people before I go.
Do you go out alone? Do you
Not
feel
there. Never. I've never gone out there alone. I don't think to this day. And here I'm like just today I was like.
Well, you should still be careful out here.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my pepper spray.
We love that. Me too. Me too.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Am I allowed to carry it on the plane?
No.
Oh shit.
No. Don't bring that.
No, not playing on the plane. Could I like put it in my suitcase though?
I think you can put it in your suitcase.
Because I do.
I'm no expert.
That's true.
But I
feel
think
like
you can put it in your suitcase, but you can't have it on your keys.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. Well, I did say on the plane, so I guess that's my bad.
You cannot bring it on the plane.
I know, you cannot bring any kind of weapons on the plane.
No. Or liquids bigger than this much.
Oh yeah, jeez, that's a big headache. All the big liquids go.
Okay, which America has more fast food? You have McDonald's?
Of course we do.
Wendy's?
No.
Burger King?
Yes.
Noodles and Company?
No.
Chili's?
No. KFC? Yes. Pizza Hut? Yes.
Domino's?
Domino's? Yes.
Papa John's?
Papa John's? Yes.
Rosati's?
No.
Giordano's?
I think.
Really?
Not. Maybe not. Maybe some. I don't know. Starbucks.
Yes.
Coming.
Oh, really? It's not there already? You got Dunkin'?
I mean, some cities have it. Dunkin', of course.
You say, of course, like I should just know this.
Sorry. It's just for me, of course, because I've grown up eating this stuff.
Okay.
That's why. Like, every time, like, after like, my religious school, my mom would take me to Dunkin', or she would take me to KFC or something.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about, like, activities? You got mini golf?
Fairly new.
Okay.
I mean, it's fairly, like, not so popular. But
what about, like, normal golf?
Yeah, of course. I've learned golf.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, bowling.
Yeah.
What about, iFly? Like the indoor skydiving?
I've not seen.
What about normal skydiving?
I don't know. Maybe it might be in the... No, I don't know.
No skydiving.
I don't know, actually. That's an I don't know.
Okay. Walmart.
No. It's
Target.
an American chain.
I don't know.
American chain, again.
Target?
American chain. We don't do chains there. We go to actual small
you don't have any
grocery
big grocery stores?
We do have big ones. Like, we've got something called Nahid. We've got something called... but, like, they're not, like, chains like Walmart. We've got probably, like, 2 stores of that in the whole city.
Okay. What about banks? You have Bank of America?
Well, we've got our own banks. We do
I'm
use
literally
Visa
so cringy.
and MasterCard.
Okay, you have your own bank.
I mean, we still do use Visa and MasterCard,
Mm-hmm.
which is because that's like universal. So
You could like take out a mortgage.
I don't know.
What about for cars? You have to like buy a car like.
Oh, I think for cars you can buy them through the bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's something
Like
I've
a
heard
loan.
about. Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
That you can buy them like on a lease through the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else am I forgetting? What else do you tell me?
Yeah,
What you have
let
over
me
there
think.
before I just
Let me
name
think.
every place I've ever gone
Let
to.
me think. Traffic is bad, obviously, because we're in a metropolitan city.
Okay. You have skyscrapers?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Expressways.
Expressways, actually, we have some coming in and out of Punjab, which is another province. I live in the province called Sindh, and those motorways is what they call them, are exactly like our highways.
You have stop signs?
No.
Stop
Even
lights?
of course. We've got movie theaters.
Arcades?
We've got arcades and by movie theaters.
What happens with this? So you have movie theaters. You have like Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
So are they translated, or that you watch them in English?
We watch them in English.
Yeah,
but apparently I found out that in Germany they're translated as well. They're dubbed.
Yeah, I did know that. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah, like after the first month, they would put the dubbing on.
Mhm.
Which was weird for me.
Well, you're gonna use that to learn German. That's a good way. Lots of people learn languages by watching it at TV shows and movies.
I know.
So you stay entertained and. I just gave you a tip on how to learn German better.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I got you. Okay. I think that's all the questions I have. Do you have anything you would like to add before we get into some, it's supposed to be trivia, but it's not trivia. It's really like math. So
math?
I'm testing you with some math. But it's really not math either. It's really like conversions, which is still math.
Oh,
But
no.
anyways.
So, yeah, we do use the metric system.
Yes, that's why I asked you.
And you really think that I would know the conversions, and you got something else coming.
So do you have anything you want to add before we get into that fun stuff?
We've got mountains.
We have an audience. We're switching to trivia questions about the United States. Okay?
Oh, about?
Yes, like the
I
history.
feel like I'd be better at it than you.
You would be. I don't know the answer to any of these. Ready?
Okay.
What was
This
the
is
first?
professional.
I am really
know.
trying to be professional.
I thought it was this camera.
How is she ever gonna get famous?
Yeah, with your head all in it.
Okay.
Okay, ready? What city was the first capital of the United States? It has city in the name.
New York City.
Good job! How many original British colonies existed in America?
48? 49?
No.
Good gosh.
I think it was 49.
You are completely wrong.
Minus like
Half.
more than that. Minus
20?
It's my favorite number.
20?
Do you know my favorite number?
18?
It's less.
15?
Marianne, did you even know this?
Yeah, of
11?
course.
12? 13? 12.
No. 13.
13.
It's
Okay.
13.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, I'll ask you questions off the top of my head that I know the answer to.
Okay.
Oh god.
How many states are there?
50.
Hey.
Uh-huh. How many stripes are on the flag?
50.
No.
Oh, 13.
Do you know why?
Because of the original colonies. I knew that. Yeah.
So you knew that.
I knew the stripes were the original colonies. I just didn't know how many there were.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
Okay.
knew that the stripes are because of the original colonies.
And those are all the questions Marianna knows about the United States.
No.
I am funny.
How many stars are on the flag?
50 for the actual states. I know that. I'm not that
Stars.
And
Sakina, you should ask her questions about Pakistan.
there's no need to do that.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm up for the challenge. Let's go.
How many provinces do you think Pakistan has?
How many
Easy.
provinces does Pakistan have?
You should explain what a province is.
Okay, so province is like a state, but we don't call them states. We call them provinces.
Like Canada.
Here we go.
Okay.
Give me
First, try to picture how big Pakistan is. So there's not many provinces. I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay.
Is she looking it up?
Well, how am I looking it up?
No, she's not.
She's cheating.
I'm trying to make sure she's not.
I put my iPad down. 6.
Close, actually. Pretty
5.
close.
5.
She knows.
4.
4.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, easy.
That's what I'm gonna say in the video when I count that part. Okay, give me another one.
Oh, you might know this because it's really on the news right now.
You're giving me too much credit.
No, it's like really on the news right now.
Sakina, I don't have cable.
Who is the former
Yep.
prime minister that just got arrested and unarrested? Come on, he came on the Times cover.
You think?
You think I'm reading the news?
No, I'm saying that the Times would probably pop up on your Instagram.
No.
Do you know any Bollywood actors? No. Never mind, then we're done.
We're gonna say Kevin.
Huh?
Kevin.
Honey.
Who's Kevin?
The prime minister.
What? No.
I don't know his name.
Why does he even have an American name?
Okay, say the answer.
So our former prime minister, his name is Imran Khan.
How many US dollars is like a typical meal in Pakistan?
Well,
I could get
15,000
a
is.
pretty. I could get a pretty
15,000 is
decent
like
meal
$10,
under
right?
five. Huh?
15,000 is what? $30?
15,000 is 50, right?
50.
That's what we. Yes.
Yeah, we just learned that.
15,000 Pakistani rupees is just $50, which I spent it on one Walmart trip. No, not Walmart, Target.
She's like that. No, my Walmart trips are way cheaper than that.
We should just let them do the outro
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Close it out for us.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Good friends. Goodbye.
Did you just make
You might
that
get
up?
copyrighted for that, actually.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought you were gonna sing. Goodbye, farewell to you, my friend. Is that how it goes?
I don't
I
know.
don't
Well,
know.
you guys should sing that for
I'm
me
singing
because
the
I'm literally
Big Blue House
farewelling.
song.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's the end of it.
You
Yeah.
guys,
Goodbye.
No, the one I was singing was the end of it.
you guys should
Oh.
sing that to me because I'm literally farewelling.
Yeah. Sakina, this
Thank
is,
you so
it
much
was-
for having me.
Have fun back in Pakistan
Thank you.
and in Germany.
Thanks.
I'll come visit.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Young or Dumb. I hope you enjoyed the subject and learned something new. Stick around and listen to another episode after you subscribe. And remember, be happy and be chill.